to stop hating the people that hurt us. We need to stop hating our enemies. Um, I think a lot of us really need to take into consideration what the word hate really means. What does it mean to hate something or to hate someone? Do we really hate the person? Do we really hate what the person has done to us? What said person has put us through? Growing up, and I'm sure this is the same for a lot of you, I grew up hating a lot of people that I felt wronged me, that I felt had hurt me or lied to me. And looking back at all these experiences, I really had to ask myself, what is it that I'm truly hating? Am I hating the person, or am I hating the situation in which that person put me through? And I grew to realize, and I'm sure a lot of other people have grown to realize this too, when we say we hate someone, we don't truly hate them. Hatred, first of all, hatred is an emotion. It's one of the many emotions that we go through. It's up there. We've all experienced moments of hatred. We've experienced moments of love, sadness, depression, moments of anxiety. These are all internal. This is all stuff that comes from within. Hatred is another thing that comes from within. But just like any other emotion, you really have to dissect and assess the situation, because this emotion is creating a situation. What is the situation? What you're feeling, what it is that you're going through right now, or what you've been going through. Hatred is on the top, is not at the top of the list. For some it might be, but it's another example. So when you say that you hate somebody, ask yourself this, dissect your emotions, really process it, and ask yourself, do you hate the person, or do you hate how this person makes you feel? How does this person make you feel? Do you feel sad when you think about them? Do you feel angry when you think about them? You're not hating the person. You're hating the emotions that this person is bringing out of you. Whether they're around, even when they're not around, and you just think about them. Just thinking about them gets you in some kind of a negative mood. Your blood pressure goes up. You're sweating. You might even start crying because of all the emotions that this person has put you through. It's not the person themselves. It's what's in here. What does this person do to you? What does this person do to you? That's what you got to ask yourself. If this person can do something like this to you, even when they're not around, that's a sign of power. That is a sign that this person has power over you. Which is why I say we need to stop hating the people that hurt us. When you hate somebody, tell yourself, A, you hate the way they make you feel, and B, you have to get rid of this hatred, because the longer you keep this hatred, the longer that person has power over you. And if a person has power over you, they're going to control all of your present decisions, all of your future decisions, any goals or aspirations that you had. There's a possibility that those aspirations will get blocked because of this particular feeling that you have. You got hate in your heart. You got sadness in your heart. All these are negative emotions. Negative emotions, it goes hand in hand with negative energy. It goes hand in hand with negative thoughts. It goes hand in hand with intrusive thoughts. These are things that are going to stop you from doing what it is that you feel you have to do. Whatever goal you have, you want to achieve that goal, it's going to be real hard. when you have hate in your heart, when you have sadness, when you have doubt. Negative emotions create doubt. Because this situation is making you feel a certain way that you start doubting yourself. And hatred for a person can definitely make you doubt yourself. That is another way that they have power over you. They are causing you self-doubt. They are triggering your self-esteem. There's a reason that it's called self-esteem. Self. You control that. The minute you realize that you control your own self-esteem, the minute you realize that you control your own self-doubt, whether you want to have it or not, that is when you take back the power that you once had before you develop these emotions for this person or the emotions for the situation. Taking back your power, that is severely important when it comes to moving forward, when it comes to achieving your goals, when it comes to truly winning in life. You want to win in life, you have to have power. Take back the power that other people are trying to or have taken away from you. Matter of fact, trying, because they really haven't taken it away from you. They haven't. They've just triggered something in your mind that is causing self-doubt and making you feel like they control you. Thinking about them distracts you from doing something. You had a goal today, but that person came across your mind and now all of a sudden everything's out of whack. Guess what that is? That's them still having power over you, even if they're not in your life. For anyone that's been in any kind of toxic relationship, or you've had bad friendship, whatever it is, like you met a person that just really, you might have kept them around too long when they really shouldn't have been around as long as they have. Whatever it is, whatever the situation is, it's causing self-doubt because it's sticking with you. You're letting it stick with you. Letting go is easier said than done. Not hating somebody is easier said than done. Everything that, any type of advice that I give or you get from anybody, it's easier said than done. That's always the response to. It's easier said than done. I've said this so many times when people have told me, well, you need to do this. You need to just stop overthinking. You need to just stop worrying so much. You need to get out of your head. And it's easier said than done. That's a common response. But I started to realize, if it was easier done than said, or if it was something that's easy to do, if overcoming a fear was easy to do, would it really be worth it? If life was as easy as we wanted it to be, would it really be worth living? Think about it. You have a life with no hardships, no negative emotions. You're happy every day. You don't have to go through anything. You may not even have to work. You don't think that that's going to get boring? Having no fears to overcome? Having no feelings of anxiety to overcome? Having no negative thoughts to get out of your head? Having no challenges in life? Let me tell you something. If you have no challenges in your life, then you're truly not living. You're truly, you're not doing anything. Like, ask yourself, what are you doing if you have no challenges in your life? Are you truly pushing yourself to being the best version of yourself? If you don't have any bad days, if you don't have any days of doubt, if you've never experienced a moment of hatred towards a person, if you've never experienced the feeling of having what you consider an enemy, you've never gone through any type of negativity, this isn't a life that you want. But it is a life that you need. It's a life that you need. You need hardships. You need challenges. You need negative emotions. You need negative thoughts. You need intrusive thoughts, because you need things to overcome. In order to become the best version of yourself, you have to overcome things. Hatred is one of the top things you have to overcome. It's real easy to hate somebody. It is. Believe me, it is. Overcoming that hatred is difficult. But as long as you tell yourself, I'm no longer going to let someone have that kind of power over me that even when they're not around, I can't do what I need to do to win. I'm taking my power back. Take your power back, man. Whatever power you feel that has been taken away from you, you can take that back. Because let me tell you, it hasn't been taken away from you. It's always been there. It's always been there. That said person, you think they took that away from you? No, they just buried it. They made you bury that. Now you got to dig that back up. And you know where it is because you're the one that buried it. So take it back. Take your power back. Get rid of all that hatred. Because let me tell you something. As much as you're thinking about this negative person, I'm going to just tell you right now, that negative person is not thinking about you. They're not. They're going on and living their lives, probably entering another toxic situation where they're going to do the same thing to somebody else. They're not thinking about you. So why are you thinking about them? Because they hurt you? Because they did wrong by you? At the end of the day, the best revenge is just moving forward, moving on, not looking back. That's the best revenge. The best revenge is just to not care what they did to you, to not care about what they did to you, not care about the situation that you were put through. Learn from it, because like I said before, every encounter is a lesson learned. Look at it like that. It's a lesson learned. That person came into your life and taught you something. It was negative, but they taught you something. Learn from it. Because that's going to make you smarter. It's going to make you stronger. Bad situations make us tougher. Going through hard times makes us appreciate the good times. All that hatred, get rid of that. Because now that you got rid of that, you got room to welcome love into your heart. Because there's people out there that are waiting for you. They don't know they are, but they're waiting for you. They really are, because you have something. Everyone is watching this. You have something. You got to figure out what that something is. It's positive. I can tell you that. Because now that you can clear all that negative energy out, you can get all that out the way. Now you can make room for love. You can make room for peace. You can make room for contentment, appreciating happy times, appreciating good times, because they're coming. But in order to love, you got to get rid of the hate. Take your power back. Folks, once again, if you've reached the end of this video, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, if you're new here, don't be a stranger. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And if nobody else tells you, I'm going to tell you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.